My wife organised a dinner party for around a dozen of the other wives at the Bayerischer Hof. Whether we'd won or not, we would still have met up.
It's amazing that we won the World Cup with such a bad federation. That must have been some team.
Meanwhile, Bayern Munich were becoming a feared European force, beating Atletico Madrid 4-0 in the replay of the 1974 European Cup final.
On the day after the game, which was a Thursday, we trained, and no one could even walk. We were completely exhausted. And then we found the strength to pull ourselves together. We won 4-0 in the replay. Played our best game of the season, perhaps even the best game in Bayern's history.
The following year, Bayern were in the final again and faced Leeds United. Gerd Müller scored the second in a 2-0 win, and Bayern were triumphant again. And in 1976, for a third year running, Bayern were in the final again, this time against Saint-Étienne. Roth scored with a free kick, and Beckenbauer went up to lift the cup for a record third successive time as Bayern captain.
I think that the greatness of Bayern was built up in the 70s, when Bayern Munich won the European Cup 3 times in a row, in 74, 75 and 76. It was an era which until today was unquestionably our most successful.
On the international scene, 1976 saw West Germany through to a European Championship final. They beat Yugoslavia to earn their place against Czechoslovakia. The Czechs led until the 89th minute, until Bernd Holzenbein equalised. This would be decided on penalties. Uli Hoeneß missed the 4th German penalty before Antonin Panenka scored a memorable winner. Czechoslovakia were European champions. This signalled the end of an era for Der Kaiser, his last major tournament. He retired from international football the following year. Soon after, he made the decision to quit Bayern, the team he'd served for almost 20 years.
I was fed up with Bundesliga football. I saw that Bayern were in decline. It just went downhill. I looked around. I had problems with my private life. I had problems with the taxman. And it's often like that. When you decide on something, and everything happens at the same time. So I said goodbye and left quickly for New York.
Beckenbauer made the move across the Atlantic and signed up for the New York Cosmos.
So he came at the height of his career. He could have played anywhere in the world, and he chose to play with the Cosmos.
Beckenbauer and Brazilian star Pelé's arrival made the Cosmos' popularity spiral.
The fact that we outdrew the Yankees and the Mets combined was in and of itself a media story. So our pictures got out there, and people did know about us. We were kind of New York's darlings for a couple of summers. So doors did open to us, and you know, when we arrived at studio, we didn't have to wait online like everybody else, and we enjoyed it. We had a good time.
It was the best time of my life, and I'd do it all over again.
On the pitch, Beckenbauer won 3 NASL titles in his time with the New York Cosmos, and along with Pelé, helped raise the popularity of soccer in the States.
I was lucky enough to play alongside him. He went to Cosmos, so did I. We became champions together. We played against each other for 15 years, but for the last 2 years, we played alongside each other in the New York Cosmos.
But after 4 years in New York, Beckenbauer wanted to return home to finish his career. His return to Germany wasn't to Bayern as many expected, but to their North German rivals, Hamburg. However, Beckenbauer's 2 seasons with Hamburg were plagued by injury, and it was clear that Der Kaiser's career was winding down. But it had been some career, lasting almost 20 years, spanning 2 continents and winning every possible